Welcome everyone to Unscripted Coding. Today we are going to do a very short video on the NVIDIA Chat with RTX. I got really excited as soon as this demo hit. I tried to install it, and we'll talk a little bit about it and the trials and tribulations of installing it. But very simply, NVIDIA put out a demo that allows you to run an LLM locally on your computer with your own files. It's a combination of a lot of technologies that we've looked at so far in this channel, but it's all packaged in one nice, simple, theoretically simple installer. The kicker is that you do need a good NVIDIA graphics card. That is the 30 or 40 series. So that would be at least a couple $100. If you're buying bare minimum, I'm thinking the 3060, and it could go up to several thousand in the 40 series. In any case, if you have one of these modern NVIDIA graphics cards, you can download and install Chat with RTX. Now, if you click download, you're going to download about a 35 gig file. You have to unzip it and click install. Now, I hit multiple errors, and the solution I had was just to run it a couple times. So it would install the interface just fine, and then it needed a bit of a push to install each of the different modules. But you'll find online there are lots and lots of people that run into problems with different tricks and solutions to them. In short, not a very polished experience to download and install this. And the other thing is it does take an enormous amount of time to install. It took about 30 minutes for me to have it up and running. But it is just an installer, and once you get it all set up, what you're going to find is this interface. And this is why I wanted to show off really quickly. In short, you get a couple choices. You get Llama as a choice of AI model and Mistral. I've only installed Mistral here, the 7 billion parameter model. It is a very small model, and that's what keeps the size reasonable. If you think about GPT-4 with trillions of parameters, who knows how big that file size is, but something like this, even on the small scale of models, you're talking about tens, dozens of gigs. And so you get to pick one. I have Mistral, and you can also pick a data set. So here I put in sample documents, and I'm just going to pull up my folder right here. And I put in 88 different legal documents in my library. And what happens is when you launch it, you have a command prompt basically running on the side. And once you've selected a new folder, it's going to generate the embeddings. And this does take a little bit of time. You can see in total, I think this is about 3.5, 4 minutes to actually generate embeddings for 88 files. If you start getting to thousands, tens of thousands of files, you can imagine the embeddings, which is just trying to pre-process each of the files to make it very easy to search, will take tens, dozens, maybe hours to generate the embeddings. But once you've done that, we can start chatting. And with these documents, I can say, how does an authorization for release typically look like? And depending on your graphics card, of course, the performance will be a little bit different. I am running on a 3070, so not exactly cutting edge, but it is not on the low end either. I'm realizing that the video capture is getting in the way here. So you'll find that my video really slowed down because I am still using a graphics card to record the video here. Once it spat out the answer, you'll see that it provides a response, and then more importantly, it provided a relevant file. You can click right into it, and you'll see a Word document pop up, nice and simple. But what's really interesting is that now we have it all packaged up. Um, the technologies here are pretty simple. There is a RAG, so being able to retrieve the right documents. There are embeddings to make it very easy for you to search through the files. There is, of course, a local AI model, and all of this is done with RTX. I have found that the responses are actually quite quick. If I'm not taking a video on the side, it was not normal for me to see that kind of spinning top, spinning cursors just endlessly. It's generally pretty quick. What I should also mention is the Mistral 7 billion parameter is performs quite well. It's one of those smaller models that has been optimized to compete with larger models. So I think here in Mistral's kind of press announcement and release announcement, they show the Mistral 7 billion performing competitively with Llama's 34 billion parameters. Now, this is not going to compete with the 70 billion parameters in Llama 2 today, nor is it going to compete with the likes of GPT-4 in the trillions of parameters. But it does actually do quite well, and so you can. There are some benchmarks that compare it favorably. No, just a step below GPT 3.5. Now, these benchmarks aren't super helpful, I find, as compared to real life comparisons. So I'm going to be playing around with this a little bit more, but I am super excited that NVIDIA has put out this kind of demo, packaged all of this up. Now, if you've watched my videos so far, you'll know that we've kind of built bits and pieces and engaged with the technology. And in theory, you could package all of that up to create something like this. But to have it done already makes it really easy. Now, one of the reasons I want to bring this up and why I'm so excited about it is if you're in a workplace, one of the main concerns with all of this AI stuff is it going out into the web using cloud solutions and privacy, security, those kind of things. But if you're running it locally on a computer, you could theoretically disconnect your internet and still have RTX running just fine on your computer. So on one hand, it's taking care of privacy and security, but the other thing is that there aren't that many solutions that will allow you to upload hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of documents and engage and ask questions about it. So having it available basically to anyone with an RTX graphics card is really, really helpful. My day job, I am a lawyer, so one of the reasons I'm kind of salivating over this is being able to put, a dozen documents and contracts and just ask facts about it, because it's really hard at times. It's somewhere, you've read about the date or some detail, but you have 100 different Word documents. It's really, really helpful to kind of be able to put it into one of these solutions. So I'm going to stop it here because just taking video with this, I had hoped that the demo would go smoother, but check it out. It's very unpolished, and the installation was just a giant pain. But once you have it up and running, I think there's a lot of fun to be had. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next video. Bye.